Hello everyone, welcome to Cursed Late Night Gaming. As you can see, I am attempting to get a chroma key background set up on the cam, but it was just a passing thought. My girlfriend is a photographer, she had a bunch of chroma key paper, and I thought, you know, I'm going to try to set something up. So I hung it from the ceiling, and as you can see, we don't have even lighting and we don't have a flat enough surface because it is paper, it is wavy, and that doesn't give a even surface. So I'm having lighting issues with it, and I think it would be way better if it was a cloth. So this is just a test just to see what it is, what it looks like. Not so great. You can see a little seam right here because the paper's only about this wide, and then I had to put an extra piece here to kind of make up for the opener. So it'd be much better if it was a cloth that hung from the ceiling rather than a paper, because cloth drapes better. Well, in theory, but I also think part of the issue is I need better facing lights pointing back to give a smooth gradient on the picture, and then also you can go in and adjust the settings in Streamlabs here to kind of like make it accept more, but it gets a little crazy if you tweak with those sliders too much. So that's not the only news. Oh, and I've changed the camera position. It used to be like up, and now it's facing straight at me. And of course, because of the background, I needed better lighting. So I turn the lights on in the room. Normally I don't do that. So that's not the only news we have, though. The big thing is that I have changed the cluster here on our cluster servers. I can show you, let's take the Griffin instead. RG's powerful, but slow. Thank you for slamming me into the ground. That's awesome. Oh yeah, started doing a little work in here about setting up like stable spaces. Let's take the Griffin. Let's take Ebonheart. He is faster than an RG. God, such lighting. Now you can really see the bad chroma key stuff. This whole line right here. So I took most of yesterday and I removed, I went and pulled all the dinos that I wanted to keep from our Apparition server. And then I went and I pulled all the dinos that I wanted to keep from our Extinction server. And I shut them off. Which left us with Valgero here. And then also Ragnarok. So, those are the two I plan on keeping because I like the maps. And the other two I was only keeping because of the dinos it allowed. But with the mod that's on here, it adds almost all dinos from all different maps. So you kind of got a one map to rule them all situation, which is fine by me. Traveling to other maps can be a pain and sometimes can be a little crashy, and also running more servers is more expensive. And then you've got these maps you're basically just keeping because you want to eventually tame the dinos in them. Alright, So I went in and turned off Extinction, I turned off Aberration, and in its place, travel to another server, I put Crystal Isles back. So we've got the base and everything. I was able to get our backup of that map working fine. So Crystal Isles is back and we got that base finished there. And then the Volcano is another mod map that probably never heard of. I'd never heard of it before, but as I understand it's complete, which is rare. A lot of these mod maps get started and never finished. A perfect example of that was the one I had originally installed, which was Madagascar. I thought, oh, that sounds so cool. Supposedly they use like Google Maps to actually lay out the actual map of Madagascar and try to recreate it. So I loaded it up on our servers and I went in there to give it a test run to see how it looked, and it looks terrible. It's super, super washed out, like super bright colors, and yeah, it doesn't look good. And it doesn't look finished. The water, like, so we have a water level, and the land, instead of like gradually going into the water like you would expect, most of the places there's a river, it's just like bump. So you can't get out. All the dinos are in the water, like struggling to get out. And it's just not finished. I think it's kind of forgotten. So we aren't going to run that one. We're running the Volcano. It's supposedly done. It supposedly has an erupting volcano on it. But so does Ragnarok, so I'm not so impressed with that idea, but we will see. I don't want to jump over there right now. I don't want to jump over to Crystal Isles. I know a lot of people were kind of looking forward to that, but I'm not done with Valguero yet. So I don't want to get distracted because I'm very easily distracted by shiny. Something shiny, ooh, and then I'm lost and I never go back to what I was doing before. And you can tell that by my Steam library, which I have so many ridiculous amount of games that I have never touched, ever. I could use some obsidian if I can find any. So the reason I'm here at this hour today, usually it's late night gaming for a reason. The reason I'm here at this hour, as I've mentioned in a few past streams, is that I'm on vacation, taking some time off to explore other employment opportunities in my area. So I took 2 weeks off to kind of look around what's available and see if I can make a change. But so far I'm not staying where I'm at so far. Guess there's no obsidian on this map. If you're just joining, yes, I know my chroma key background is screwed. That's okay. Yeah. 2 gigas here. 120. What's this one? 72. Both of them would like almost insta-kill this griffin, so don't really want to mess with them. That one's really cool looking. I currently have the what is it? The 4th of July event still running on our servers. Wow. Are they mate boosted? Is that a male over there? I didn't notice. There he is. Or she. Nope, 2 females, so at least they're not mate boosted. Let's head back to the base. So the cluster series now, the cluster servers now consist of, Ragnarok, Valgero, Crystal Isles, and the Volcano. Our other tribe members don't know that yet. I just kind of did it. But that's what they get for not being evolved lately. So go me, stupid tree. There. Levels the Spino. 24, not bad. The big danger in this area I always forget is there's baryonyx. You get next to these drops and you're kind of blind. You can't really see. Okay. Crap. And real crap. Metal billboard. Who doesn't need a metal billboard on a PvE server? I don't know. Oh, and one of the issues with turning off our Apparition and our Extinction servers was that some of our tribe members were there. They haven't been active in months, so I assume they're done with Ark, so they're done with Ark now. Because I shut the server off with their character in it, so. I gave them warning. I said, if there's any dinos or anything you want on these servers, I'm shutting them down. I got no response from anyone. So, bye-bye. This is my mutated Deinosuchus. Both its parents were this color. This is its mom standing here. And it came out blue. So it has a mutation. I could not really tell what that mutation was. I'm really bad at telling what it is. It's so annoying it doesn't just tell you. I don't know why. It just says, random mutations 1. Okay, great. I wish it would just say, it's mutated in food, or it's mutated in melee, or whatever. Just say it. Why's it got to be a big secret? Because if you look at it, I've already, of course, added some levels to it, so it's even harder to tell. But most of the levels were in stamina. But perhaps it was weight. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Could everything be louder, maybe? This is the mutated Thyla I haven't named yet. Same situation. Random mutation, I'm not sure what it's in. Now that I got the industrial forge, I was able to get moving on some other stuff. I've got the industrial cooker now to cook up some kibble, and I'm on the way to get the chemistry bench. Need some more polymer. But right now I need to make a run to go kill a bunch of beavers and steal their stuff. So that's what I'm going to do now. I found where the bunch of dams are, so no more searching around randomly. Get on Harpy here, my OP. RG. RG's are slow, sorry. Yep, lost a viewer. Drop like flies when you start flying. Started playing Divinity Original Sin last night. And I like it. Didn't expect to. Had it forever, another one of those Steam games I never touched. And gave it a shot, and pretty cool game. I had heard it's turn-based, which scared me off, but it's only turn-based during combat. The rest of the time it's more like Diablo, which is kind of a nice combination. There's also the ability to move barrels and crates and stuff, so there's a puzzle element to it, which Diablo never has. So that's kind of cool too. There is an underwear option where you can change their underwear. I don't quite know what the point of that is, but again, I just started the game, so maybe there's some logic to it later. But I thought when you're customizing a character, I didn't understand why customize their underwear. I don't know why that was an option, but it's in there. So the beaver dams are right over here, I believe. It's been a while, so they should be respawned by now. If you're not familiar with the Valguero map, I believe it is now out for all consoles and PC, everything. It has a lot of purpose spaces for bases, like all these flat plateaus everywhere. Lots of places that they're just promoting base building everywhere. There's another one there. You see, it's very base building friendly map. Okay. There's one. Okay, there's beavers right on it, so we're going to be proactive here and attack them. If you're wondering, our max level here is 180, so that's because we set the server difficulty to 6. Okay, give me all your cementing paste, and I generally throw all this away so that they respawn again. Otherwise you'll have a dam sitting there forever with just wood in it, which sucks. That's kind of the difficult thing with Ark is Your goal is, of course, to get these OP kick butt dinos and creatures, and once you get them, the whole game's just kind of like meh, because cool. Because the game is just too easy with these OP creatures, but that's the whole goal. I don't know. Catch-22. Come here. What are you doing, stupid? I can hear it hitting, but it's not hitting. I just want to make them upset. There we go. Good, everyone? Lots. What do we got now? Alright. There's more, I would think. There used to be a whole line of them around this. Do not see that now. Freaking Uteranus. So many of them on this map. They're just everywhere. Huh. It's like 3. Oh, there's one. Okay. Freaking Uteranus. What level is it? '66. Not that great a level, but can still fear me. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get off the ground because this Utyrannus is freaking crazy. How much do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Love to find some more, but it's, I don't know, it's pretty sparse over here today. Huh. Oh, I didn't bring any ammo. I put it away when I was jumping between servers, getting this volcano map set up. And I totally lost track of where I put it. So I had a whole bunch of ammo, and now I don't know where it is. You can't shoot off an RG. Yep, you feared me, but you're gonna fall. And you did. Two of them. Good deal. Wasn't much in that one. I think we about clean this area out. I don't see a whole lot of other dams everywhere. It's a pretty good haul, I think. It'd be great to grab some obsidian from someplace, though. I am not super clear on where all the obsidian lives yet. I think it might be up here, actually. Jeez. Another stinking Utranus. Here's some obsidian. Alright. Okay. We're gonna make a full haul here. Too far away from you because I'll get overburdened and not be able to do anything about it. I usually ditch the rock. I'll throw the obsidian on the RG because ridiculously RGs can carry tons of weight. I've said this numerous times. If I was to create a mod for Ark, I would leave the RGs and other flyers as powerful as they are. I don't have a problem with that. But I would make them not have much weight, because it just doesn't make sense that they can carry so much. And basically what that means is once you get an RG, you don't really need anything else. So I think it would be cool if there was a mod that added wagons and things, and then everything has a purpose. You'd have the big strong herbivores to pull the wagons. You'd have the carnivores to guard the caravan of your items. You'd have the flyers scouting ahead. And you would need to trek to get resources. Because you wouldn't be able to just fly there on an RG and pick it up. Now, of course, for people who are just into like crafting and getting the stuff, and it'd be annoying, but that's why it would be a mod. Install it if you want a challenge. So that's the mod I'd create. Just imagine the game that way, though, because then even on PvP, tribes would have to work together to get the resources back to their base and guard it from other tribes, and you'd want to raid them and take their caravans. I mean, it would completely change the whole aspect of the game. But right now, you would just take a flyer, load it up, and fly home. It's not... There's no challenge there anymore. Not that there ever was, really. I just think, like for instance, I've got this RG who has a higher weight than my mammoth. My RG can carry more than my mammoth through the air. Does that make sense? You know? No, it doesn't. Is it handy? Hell yeah, it's very handy. But handy, yes. Realistic, no. Some people don't care about that, so that's fine too. Play the game you want to play. One of the things I love about Ark is that it's somewhat unpredictable, and you often feel that you've got control of things, and then something comes along and screws you. Like you're flying along this super powerful Argy, you get knocked off by a Pavlovia or a Thyla, and then you're in trouble because you could die easily then once you're off your mount. And if you have your mount sent to something like passive, then you have to respawn at your base, and by the time you get back, your mount could be dead because it's just standing there getting hit. So there are things that make Ark somewhat unpredictable if you're not using your head. And that's what I think is kind of cool about it sometimes. Alright, here we are back at the base. I tried to put the cooker in the kitchen, there just wasn't room. I mean, there was room, but it just didn't look nice. Dump all of this into here, dump this into here, dump that into there. Okay. I think all you have on you is... you got a bunch of junk. Can I pick up this 40? Yes. Don't need none of that, or that, or that, or that, or those. I'll take the hide. Okay. Okay, so let's turn this on and make some more polymer. 162 polymer, in fact. Let's dump this into here, and this, and this. We've got a storage container up here for just overflow. So we got another. Look how many freaking canteens we've got. Lots of canteen drops on this map. Chitin. Shooting at, buddy. I've got that turret set up to shoot pterodactyls, Phiomia, dodos, parasaurs, tech parasaurs, and fish. So it goes off every once in a while, and it's like, what are you shooting at? Probably a fish. Okay, so blueprints around the corner here. Let's put that in there, yeah. That's not a blueprint, we should have put that. We've already got that. No point in ever having duplicate blueprints. Here's a duplicate. You don't need them. Why do you need more than one blueprint? You don't. Okay. Put this away. Shooting at... Is that a dodo? Now what are you shooting at? Oh, over there. Oh. Phiomia. Pig mole. Now I don't have it shooting at these things or stegos or trikes. I'd love to keep them out of my base, that would be nice. But I have wooden walls and things that if they get peeved off, they can start destroying. I don't want to be constantly fixing it, so I just have the turret shooting at things that don't fight back. So it turns the annoyance level down a little bit because they're keeping those things out of the base, but I also don't have to fix it. There's still, of course, a slight chance that it'll shoot at something and accidentally hit something else, but I don't think that's very common. So what are my next goals? Well, I need honey. I've got some here. I need How much is it? Let's take a look. It's like a lot. It's 50, I think. Is 50 a lot? To make the honey, yeah, 50. Yep, 50, and 250 rare flour. So that once I get that, I think I'll have everything to make kibble with. Because you need honey. I have 117 rare flour. So we're getting there. This being a PvE server, I don't use turrets that often. And I'm not so familiar with them. So I know they use fertilizer as ammo if you're using the plant species X ones. They use fertilizer as ammo. But I had the one prior to this just sitting there and not attacking anything. It had loads and loads of fertilizer in there, but it wasn't shooting at the stuff. And I was even like picking it up with the RG and dropping it here, and it wouldn't shoot at it. And it just stopped working, and I didn't understand why. Do they only do so much before they stop working altogether? I don't know. So I destroyed it and grew another one, and now it's working. I don't know if that's for a limited time or what. It doesn't make sense. That's why I put it up on this pillar to keep it away from other things that might hurt it. But I run the water line up, and the water line goes. I just started up there, and I just went down, and then was just clicking, hoping it was underwater, and it was, or under the ground. Came out here, and this is for the industrial cooker. You can, of course, with S+, hide all connected pipes, but then how do you find it if there's a break? Like, I don't know. Maybe you don't have to ever find it. I don't know. All right. So anyway, thanks to the few people who popped in. I'd like to thank Eric Dillon 316 Eric, who recently followed. I'd love you to follow too if you're watching it on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch at CursetheDawn. You can find me on YouTube on CursetheDawn. I upload all my Twitch streams to YouTube. Don't edit them. I don't have time for that, but I just dump them on YouTube. If you find you missed something, they're all there eventually. I make them public as they get watched. So if I see views, I'll make the next one public. If I see views, I'll make the next one public. Because there's no sense in making them public if nobody's watching them. Then I'm just making a bunch public with 0 views, 0 views, 0 views. That doesn't make sense. So that means YouTube's a little behind Twitch. And so if you want it live, you of course watch Twitch. You can also find what's going on Twitter. It's CursetheDawn1. And on Instagram, we've recently got over 2,000 followers on Instagram, and that is also CursetheDawn. So you can find me lots of places. If you're into Ark, if you're into gaming, because I do play other games, and even board games occasionally, and a tiny, tiny bit of Warhammer 40K, because I like painting the figs. I don't like playing the game. I like painting the figs. So we'll see if we can get this chroma key mess fixed. I think I'm going to have to order a cloth backdrop, something a little bigger size, so I don't have the seam right here. Get rid of the seam and make it more uniform. Maybe I'll take it down altogether, because I get a lot of comments like, "Oh, Dad, oh, you're an old person playing games." Like, yeah, because you know why? Because games started happening when I was younger, and I've been a part of it ever since. I'm a game developer, and not a little tiny game developer. I work for the big AAA companies, so um, games have been a part of my life for most of my life. So yeah, I play games. I'm an older guy playing games, and I don't intend to stop playing games because this is what I do. This is my life. This is my career. I play a lot of Ark because I love survival games in particular. And Ark allows me to build and make cool stuff, make cool tames, and have fun with friends. So that's why I play a lot of Ark. Don't work on Ark. I get that confusion happening a lot. I don't work. I don't work a wild card. I just enjoy the game. So we'll see you next time. I could probably stream tomorrow. Like I said, I have this whole week off, but I am exploring other possibilities in my career. So I took 2 weeks to find out if I can see anything locally in this area that might be happening. If not, going back to where I was. You got little advice to people out there because, hey, I'm an older guy. So I'll give you a little advice. You are the value. When you are out there in the world working, you are the value. Don't devalue yourself. If you are in a job, don't sit there with that "I'm so lucky to have a job" thing and allow yourself to be treated badly or treated unfairly. You are the value. You can easily go find another job. Now, don't just quit and go find another job. I would highly recommend finding another job before you quit. But be active. Realize that you're the value. You can find other jobs. And don't allow yourself to be treated badly or unfairly. So that's something I've always kept in mind. I have always been told, oh, I have a dream job. I work in the gaming industry. But don't let that demean you. Just yes, I'm lucky to have this job, but you're lucky to have me. So just keep that in mind. Don't ever allow yourself to be devalued. So I hope you enjoy games. I hope you enjoy this stream. I've been working at it about a couple of years now, trying to make it better. Obviously, I'm not there yet. I don't intend to make money off the stream. If in some dream scenario it did happen, would I quit making games and become a professional streamer? Yes. Everyone has what they consider a dream job. People say that I work in the video game industry. I have a dream job. But I don't consider it a dream job because there's hard things about it. And when I look at what my dream job would be, obvious choices for me are Twitch, YouTube streamer. I think that'd be so great to enjoy the games instead of making them. To just play them, have a good time, and have fun with others rather than making them. That's a lot less frustration. So, yeah, sure. But I'm fine where I'm at. I realize there are terrible jobs out there, and I've got good ones, so we're good. Wow, that thing just got owned. All right. So I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoy hanging out with me. I know it would be a little more exciting if it was PvP, but PvP on Ark is freaking vile. So everyone knows that. It's okay. Probably see you tomorrow. Definitely see you sometime this week. Like I said, watch Twitch. If I get enough followers on there, I'll feel it's worth giving you updates because I do updates on there and then never have anybody watching. So I don't think it's helping much. So anyway, I've waffled on forever. It's going on almost an hour now, this stream. So maybe I'll even see you later tonight. I'm not sure. So hope you have a good day and enjoy your games, people.